The strip clubs that men go to, beware. The strip clubs that men go to, beware. What's up, everybody? My name is Kier, and you are watching The Important Things That Really Matter. Today, we're talking about the strip clubs that men go to, beware. The strip clubs that men go to, beware. Today, we're going to be talking about a very, very serious subject, men. I'm quite sure that also, too, that a lot of women will be interested in this video also, too, because of the fact that there are a lot of women that go to strip clubs also, too. So I'm going to tell you a story. Very, very good story. Very, very interesting story. Very, very, very important story that you need to know, and that you need to share this video with as many of your boys as possible, as many young men as possible, many older men as possible, and even some women that are going to strip clubs, okay? Very, very important information. I also, too, before I get into it, would you please subscribe? Would you please subscribe? Would you please subscribe? I promise you that if you subscribe, you will have access to information from my channel that will help you to save thousands upon thousands of dollars and or solve you a whole lot of pain and suffering. Okay, if you go to the playlist section of my channel, go through the playlist and look at the playlist. You'll see many, many videos that will help to save you a lot of money and will also help to save you a whole lot of pain and suffering. So let's get into this particular story, which will help you tremendously. So make sure that you share this video with many, many men as possible, and some ladies too, because some ladies do attend strip clubs. So this took place, also too, please like, please share, please subscribe, please like, please share, please subscribe. Okay, now we're going to get into it. All right, about 15 years ago, at least 15 years ago, there was a particular strip club around in the Metro Detroit area. Went into this coffee shop one day, and as I was standing in line waiting to get my coffee, there was this very attractive, nice-looking African-American woman standing right in front of me. And so I looked down, I'm like, wow, this is a nice-looking woman. And she was built very, very nice. And so anyway, the woman that was standing in front of me, she turned around and said, "Hey, did you hear about what took place in the news yesterday?" And so I was like, "No, what are you talking about? What took place in the news yesterday?" She said that the TV news was doing a story on a strip club in the area. So I'm like, what type of story was this? Well, the TV news had stated that the health department had went into one of the strip clubs. So I'm like, okay. She's like, well, they went into one of the strip clubs, tested all the women. All of the women, 100% of the women that were in the strip club all had HIV. Mind you now, this was at least 15 years ago, okay? So when the woman told me this, I'm just like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, it was on the television news the other day. So I'm like, no, I didn't get a chance to see that. I said, so wait a minute. I wanted to repeat back to her what I thought I heard her saying. So she had said, yeah, the television news had stated that the health department went into one of the strip clubs and tested all of the women, and 100% of the women had HIV. So you know what that means, right? You know what that means. That means that the women that were in the strip club were screwing around with the customers and screwing around with each other. They had to be screwing around with each other for it to get past to 100% of the women in the strip club. Okay, so they'll mess around with each other. That's how I got transferred to all of them. So anyway, I was like, wow, I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. And so one of the things that I want to do in putting together the video is to make sure that you understand, men, that when you go to these different strip clubs, you know, of course, I'm going to say this is not all strip clubs. Some strip clubs. One of the things that you have to understand about some of these strip clubs is that if one particular strip club had 100% of the women that had HIV, How many other strip clubs have a percentage of the women who have HIV that you may be going to and you might be paying money to? They might be grinding on you. They might be touching you. They might, and a number of different ways that you're coming in contact with some of these women, and some of the men are paying the women for other services, either there at the club or outside of the club. Matter of fact, you might even go in the parking lot and see some stripper's head bobbing up and down on somebody in their car. Of course, they're paying them, all right? So we're all full-grown adults. Of course, this is for educational purposes only. Of course, this is for educational purposes only, okay? To teach you all something. Nowadays, there's a whole lot of people walking around who have HIV and they look completely healthy. In the past, when you would see pictures of people who had HIV, they will always show some person in Africa that looks like a bag of bones. They literally look like their bones about to come out of their skin. They're very thin. They look very, very sickly, okay? Man, what I'm telling you right now is with the drugs, with the medications that they have for people who have HIV, they can literally prolong somebody's life. So I'm not saying that you won't eventually kick the bucket with HIV, but what I'm saying is they have medications now to keep you alive and actually can keep you alive for years. I knew a couple who both had HIV. They had been around for years and they were working regularly in some type of, I think they were working in some type of nonprofit organization. So for you to think that somebody has got to look like a bag of bones, for you to think that something is wrong with them is wrong, because a person could look completely healthy. A person could look completely healthy and have HIV, which means that if you mess around with them, you can get HIV, which can eventually turn into AIDS, okay? So this is the main reason why I'm putting this together. This is the main reason why I'm putting this video together, so that you can share with as many men and even share with some women too, because there's some women that go to strip clubs, and some of these women are messing around with some of the women that's in the strip clubs, okay? So trying to tell you, please like, please share, please subscribe, please like, please share, please subscribe. I promise you that if you subscribe to my channel, you will have access to information on my channel that will save you thousands of dollars and possibly save you a whole lot of pain and suffering, okay? So please like, please share, please subscribe. Please share this video with as many men as possible, because they think it's real cool, real slick to hang out at these strip clubs, and they can be actually putting their lives in danger by coming in contact with these women, and especially if they're screwing around with them, okay? Once again, please like, please share, please subscribe, and peace.